God says, "I am in tears. I've been trying to warn you for hours. This is your final chance. Don't skip. If you ignore this, you will regret it deeply." Listen closely, because this is not something you can afford to brush aside or delay. I am speaking to you with urgency because what is forming around your life right now is serious, and I have been trying again and again to reach your heart before it is too late. You are not here by accident, and you did not come across these words by chance. I have been calling you, whispering to you, placing signs in your path, but you kept moving past them without stopping to truly listen. If you walk away now, you risk missing the very thing that could protect you, guide you, and change everything for you. Type Amen if you believe. I need you to understand the depth of what I am saying to you right now. My tears are not weakness. They are the expression of how deeply I care about you and how much I want to protect you from what is ahead. I have seen the path you are on, and I know where it leads if nothing changes. You may feel like everything is fine, or that you can handle things on your own, but there are unseen forces and consequences that you cannot fully grasp. This is why I am reaching out with such urgency, because I want to redirect you before you step into something that will cause you pain. Do not take this lightly, because time is not stretching endlessly in front of you like you think. There are moments in life where a decision carries more weight than others, and this is one of those moments. I have been patient with you, waiting for you to slow down and notice the signs I have placed around you. I have tried to get your attention through small discomforts, through quiet nudges in your spirit, and even through people who crossed your path. But you kept pushing forward without pausing long enough to truly hear me. Right now, I am asking you from a place of deep love to stay, to listen, and to take this seriously. If this reaches your heart in any way, pause for a moment and show your support by liking this video, because it helps this reach others who may also need to hear this before it is too late. What you do in this moment matters more than you realize. Your attention, your willingness to listen, and your openness can change the direction of what is coming next in your life. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for your attention and your willingness to respond. There is something you have been ignoring, something you felt deep down but chose to set aside. You told yourself it was nothing, or that you would deal with it later, but that feeling came from me. I was trying to warn you gently before it became urgent. Now the urgency has grown because the window to correct this is narrowing. I am not here to scare you. I am here to wake you up before you make a decision that leads you into regret. Type yes to affirm. You are not alone in this, even if it feels like you are carrying everything by yourself. I have been walking with you through every moment, even the ones where you felt completely lost. I saw your struggles, your silent battles, and the moments where you felt like giving up. I never left you, even when you felt distant from me. My presence has always been there, quietly guiding you, even when you did not recognize it. But now I need more than your passive awareness. I need your active attention. This is the moment where you must choose to listen deeply and act differently. There is a pattern in your life that needs to be broken, and you already know what it is. You have felt it more than once, that quiet knowing that something is not right. Ignoring it will only make it stronger, but facing it now will give you the power to overcome it. I am not here to condemn you for your past mistakes. I am here because I want to prevent future pain. I see the bigger picture that you cannot see yet, and I am trying to guide you toward a better outcome. You may not understand everything right now, but you do not need to understand everything to take the next right step. All you need is the willingness to trust that I am leading you away from harm and towards something better. This is why I'm speaking with such intensity, because this is not an ordinary moment. There are moments in your life that define your direction, and this is one of them. You can choose to continue as you have been, ignoring the signs and hoping things will work out, or you can choose to stop, listen, and make a change. The choice is yours, but the consequences will follow that choice. I am calling you back to a place of awareness and alignment. I want you to come back to the path where you feel peace instead of confusion, clarity instead of doubt. You were not created to live in constant uncertainty or to carry burdens that were never meant for you. But to step into that peace, you must be willing to let go of what is pulling you away from me. I know it is not always easy to change direction. I know it can feel uncomfortable to admit that something needs to shift. But growth often begins with discomfort, and what you are feeling right now is the beginning of that process. Do not run from it. Do not silence it. Lean into it, because it is leading you towards something better. I am giving you this final chance not because I want to pressure you, but because I love you too much to stay silent. I refuse to watch you walk into something that could have been avoided if only you had listened. You still have time, but that time is not unlimited. What you do after hearing this will determine what comes next. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked, CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives, luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I am reaching deeper now because surface warnings are no longer enough for what is ahead. You need clarity, and you need it now, because what you choose next will shape more than just a single moment. There is a decision forming in your life that may seem small on the outside, but it carries weight far beyond what you can see. You have been treating it lightly, brushing it aside, telling yourself you will figure it out later. But later is not where safety is found in this situation. Delay is what leads you closer to regret, and I am trying to pull you away from that edge before you step too far. You must understand that some paths feel easy at first, but they lead into complications that become difficult to escape. Type 222 if you trust God. You have been given inner signals before, those quiet feelings that told you to pause, to reconsider, or to walk away. Each time you ignored them, you weakened your connection to that guidance. But it is not gone. It is still alive inside you, waiting for you to listen again. Right now, I am amplifying that voice because I need you to recognize it clearly. This is not confusion, this is correction, and it is being offered to you while you still have the power to act on it. I see the pressure you are under, and I know there are voices around you that are influencing your thinking. Some of those voices sound convincing, even comforting, but not all of them are leading you in the right direction. You must learn to separate what feels easy from what is actually right. What is right may require more strength, more honesty, and more courage, but it will protect you in ways you cannot yet imagine. I am asking you to choose truth over convenience, even if it feels difficult in the moment. There is something specific you already know you should step away from. You have felt it more than once, that sense that this situation, this habit, or this connection is not aligned with what is best for you. You tried to justify it, to explain it away, to make it seem harmless, but deep down you knew it was not something you should continue. I am bringing it back into your awareness now because ignoring it further will only make the consequences heavier. You are not being punished, you are being protected. This is what love looks like when it refuses to stay silent. I am not distant from your life. I am deeply involved, watching, guiding, and stepping in when necessary. This moment is one of those times where intervention is needed. You may not fully understand why right now, but one day you will look back and realize that this warning saved you from something you never saw coming. Type 777 to receive blessings. Do not underestimate how close you are to a turning point. You are standing in a place where two different directions are possible, and both will lead to very different outcomes. One path continues the patterns you have been living in, leading you toward frustration, confusion, and eventual regret. The other path requires you to listen, to change, and to trust, but it leads you toward peace, clarity, and growth. The choice may feel simple, but its impact will reach further than you expect. I know that part of you wants to keep things as they are, because change can feel uncomfortable. It asks you to let go of what is familiar, even if it is not good for you. But staying in what is familiar is not always safe. Sometimes the familiar is what is holding you back, draining your energy, and keeping you from stepping into something better. I am asking you to release that attachment and trust that what I am guiding you toward is greater than what you are holding on to. You have been carrying burdens that were never meant to stay with you this long. Some of those burdens came from your own choices, and others came from situations you were placed in. Either way, I have seen the weight you have been carrying, and I do not want it to continue. But you must meet me halfway by letting go of what I am asking you to release. You cannot hold on to what harms you and expect to move forward into something better at the same time. There is also something you have been avoiding emotionally. You pushed it aside because it felt too heavy to deal with, or because you were not ready to face it. But avoidance does not remove the problem. It only delays the moment when it must be confronted. I am bringing it back into your awareness now because facing it is part of your healing. You are stronger than you think, and you are not facing it alone. I am walking with you through this, even now. When you feel uncertain, that is when you need to slow down and listen more closely. I will not lead you into confusion, I will lead you into clarity, but you must be willing to quiet the noise around you. The world is loud, full of distractions and opinions, but my voice is steady and consistent. When you learn to recognize it, you will find guidance even in the most difficult moments. You may feel like you have made too many mistakes to turn things around, but that is not true. You are not defined by your past, and you are not trapped by it either. Every moment you choose differently, you begin to change your direction. That is the power you still have, and it is why this warning matters so much. You are not out of time, but you are close to a moment where your choices will become harder to reverse. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This is why I am asking you to act now, not later. Do not wait for things to get worse before you decide to change. Do not wait until the consequences become too heavy to ignore. You have the opportunity right now to make a different choice, and that opportunity is a gift. Do not waste it by thinking you will always have another chance, because not every moment repeats itself. You are still being watched over, still being guided, still being given chances to move in the right direction. That is something to be grateful for, not something to take lightly. Every warning is an act of care. Every nudge is an attempt to protect you. I have not given up on you, and I will not give up on you, but I cannot force you to listen. That part is yours to choose. You have been moving quickly, trying to keep up with everything around you, but in doing so, you have missed what truly matters. Now I am slowing you down, not to hold you back, but to help you see clearly before you move forward again. There is a pattern in your life that keeps repeating, and you have noticed it more than once. You tried to break free from it before, but you fell back into it because it felt familiar and easy. That pattern is not harmless, even if it seems small on the surface. It shapes your decisions, influences your thinking, and pulls you into cycles that leave you feeling drained and uncertain. I am asking you now to recognize it fully and to make a firm decision to step out of it. Type 1010 to claim miracles. You must understand that change does not happen by accident. It happens when you become aware of what needs to shift and then choose to act differently. Awareness has already been given to you many times, but action is what has been missing. This is where your responsibility begins, and it is where your strength must rise. You cannot wait for everything to feel comfortable before you move, because growth often begins in discomfort. I see the hesitation in you, the part that wonders if it is really necessary to change anything right now. That hesitation comes from fear, not from truth. Fear wants to keep you where you are, even if where you are is not good for you. Truth, on the other hand, calls you forward into something better, even if it feels uncertain at first. You must learn to recognize the difference between the two, because they will lead you in completely opposite directions. There are also influences around you that are quietly affecting your choices. Not everything you hear or see is aligned with what is best for you. Some of it is pulling you away from clarity and into confusion. You may not even realize how much it is shaping your thoughts and actions. I am asking you to become more aware of what you allow into your mind and your heart, because it matters more than you think. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. You have been given strength, even if you do not always feel it. That strength is what will help you make the right decision now. It is not about being perfect, it is about being willing. When you choose to move in the right direction, I will meet you there and guide you further. But you must take that first step, because it shows that you are ready to align yourself with what is true. There is something in your life that needs to end, even if you have been holding on to it for a long time. It may be a habit, a situation, or even a connection that no longer serves your growth. Letting go of it will not be easy, but holding on to it will cost you more in the long run. You must choose what you are willing to carry forward and what you must leave behind in order to move into something better. Do not let comfort become your trap. Comfort can keep you in places that are slowly draining your energy and limiting your growth. You were not created to stay stuck in cycles that bring you no peace. You were created to move forward, to grow, and to step into a life that reflects the strength and purpose within you. That cannot happen if you keep returning to what holds you back. I know you have faced challenges that made you doubt yourself. I know there were moments where you felt like you were not strong enough to change your situation. But those moments do not define you. They were part of your journey, not the end of it. You still have the ability to rise, to choose differently, and to create a new direction for your life. There is also something you have been delaying, something important that you know needs your attention. You told yourself you would handle it later, but later has kept moving further away. Now is the time to bring it forward and deal with it directly. Avoidance will not protect you. It will only make things more complicated. Facing it now will give you clarity and relief that you have been missing. You are not being left to figure this out alone. I am guiding you, even in the smallest details. When you feel uncertain, that is when you need to slow down and listen more carefully. I will not lead you into confusion, but you must be willing to pause and hear me. The answers you need are closer than you think, but they require your attention and your willingness to receive them. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do not underestimate how important this moment is. It may seem like just another day, just another decision, but it carries weight that goes beyond what you can see right now. The direction you choose here will influence what comes next in ways you will only fully understand later. This is why I am speaking so clearly, because I want you to choose wisely. You are capable of making the right choice. You are not weak, and you are not lost beyond recovery. You are being called back into alignment with what is true and what is right for you. That call is not something to ignore, because it is meant to guide you into a better place. You have been given everything you need to respond. Now it is up to you to act on it. Take a moment to reflect on what you have heard. Let it settle within you, not just as words, but as something deeper. What you feel right now is important, and it is pointing you toward the next step. Do not rush past it. Stay with it, and allow it to guide you toward the change that is needed. You have been standing at the edge of a decision for longer than you realize. You kept stepping close, then pulling back, telling yourself you would decide later. But that space between knowing and acting has kept you stuck, and it has quietly drained your strength. I am calling you out of that place now, because staying there will only make things harder. Movement, even if it feels uncertain, is better than remaining in a place that offers no growth. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. There is something you must confront within yourself. It is not something external that needs to change first. It is something internal that has been holding you back. You have been carrying thoughts that limit you, beliefs that weaken your confidence, and fears that keep you from stepping forward. These are not truths about you. They are barriers that have formed over time. I am asking you to release them, because they do not belong in the life you are being guided toward. You may feel like you are not ready, but readiness does not come before action. It grows through it. If you wait until everything feels perfect, you will remain where you are. Growth requires you to step forward even when you feel uncertain. That is where your strength is built, and that is where your path begins to open in ways you could not see before. Trust that you are being guided, even if you cannot see the full picture yet. There are also distractions that have been pulling your focus away from what truly matters. Some of them seem harmless, but they are taking your attention and energy in ways that leave you less aware of what is important. You must learn to protect your focus, because where your attention goes, your direction follows. If you continue to scatter your focus, you will find it harder to recognize the guidance that is being given to you. Type 777 to receive blessings. You are being asked to become more intentional with your choices. Every decision, no matter how small it seems, is shaping your path. You cannot afford to move through life without awareness, hoping that things will fall into place on their own. You must take responsibility for your direction, and that begins with being mindful of what you choose and why you choose it. This is how you step into alignment with what is meant for you. There is also a need for you to let go of something that has been weighing on your heart. It may be regret, guilt, or something from your past that you have not fully released. Holding on to it has kept you tied to a version of yourself that you are meant to move beyond. I am not asking you to forget, but I am asking you to let it go so it no longer controls you. Freedom comes when you release what no longer serves your growth. You have been stronger than you give yourself credit for. You have faced situations that could have broken you, yet you are still here. That strength did not come from nowhere. It has always been within you. Now it is time to use that strength in a different way, not just to endure, but to change, to grow, and to move forward with purpose. You are capable of more than you have been allowing yourself to believe. There is a shift happening, even if you cannot fully see it yet. The moment you choose to align yourself with what is right, things will begin to move differently. Opportunities will appear, clarity will increase, and the weight you have been carrying will begin to lift. But this shift depends on your willingness to respond to what you are being shown right now. It does not happen by waiting, it happens by choosing. Do not let doubt convince you to stay where you are. Doubt will always try to keep you in a place that feels safe, but limits your growth. You must learn to move forward even when doubt is present. Courage is not the absence of doubt, it is the decision to act despite it. That is what is being asked of you in this moment. You are not being asked to take a step into the unknown without guidance. I am with you, guiding you through every part of this process. When you feel unsure, that is when you need to slow down and listen more closely. My direction will not lead you into confusion, but you must be willing to hear it. This requires you to quiet the noise around you and focus on what you feel deep within. There is also something important about timing that you need to understand. Not every moment carries the same weight, and not every opportunity stays open forever. This moment is significant because it is aligned with what you need right now. Ignoring it will not stop what is coming. It will only make it harder to navigate. Responding to it now will place you in a better position moving forward. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. You have been given another chance, and that is something you should not overlook. Not everyone recognizes their moment in time to change, but you are being shown yours clearly. This is not something to take lightly, because it is an opportunity to move away from what could harm you and towards something that will strengthen you. What you do with this chance matters deeply. Stay present with what you are feeling. Do not rush past it or try to distract yourself from it. This is where your guidance is coming through, and it is leading you toward the next step. You do not need to have everything figured out. You just need to take that next step with awareness and intention. You have been given insight, but you have not fully acted on it. You listened for a moment, you felt something shift, but then you returned to your usual pattern. That is what I am trying to break right now. This is not about hearing and feeling, it is about hearing and responding. You must move beyond awareness and step into action, because awareness without action does not change your direction. Type 333 if you believe God is guiding you. There is something in your life that is quietly pulling you away from your purpose. It does not appear harmful at first, and that is why you allowed it to remain. But over time it has started to take more from you than it gives. It has affected your focus, your peace, and your clarity in ways you did not immediately notice. I am bringing it to your attention again because it is time for you to see it clearly and decide what to do about it. You have been holding on to it because it feels familiar, and familiarity can feel safe even when it is not good for you. Letting go requires courage, and I know that is not always easy. But holding on to something that is pulling you away from what is right will cost you more than letting it go. You must choose what you are willing to lose and what you are willing to gain. In this moment, that choice matters more than you think. Type 999 to claim strength. There is also a truth you have been avoiding within yourself. You have felt it in quiet moments, when everything else is still and there is nothing left to distract you. It is a knowing that something needs to change, something needs to shift, but you have delayed facing it. Avoidance has given you temporary comfort, but it has not solved anything. Now the time has come to face it directly, because it is part of the path you must walk to move forward. You are not being asked to do something impossible. You are being asked to do something necessary. There is a difference, and you must recognize it. What is necessary may feel difficult, but it is within your ability. You have been prepared for this more than you realize, through every challenge you have faced and every lesson you have learned. Now those experiences are meant to support you as you take this next step. There are also relationships around you that need to be looked at honestly. Not everyone who is close to you is aligned with where you are meant to go. Some connections have served their purpose, and holding on to them will only keep you in a place you are meant to move beyond. This does not mean you must act with anger or rejection, but you must act with clarity. You must understand who supports your growth and who limits it. You have been sensing this already, even if you have not said it out loud. That feeling you have when you are around certain people, that quiet discomfort or heaviness, is not something to ignore. It is guidance, showing you where you need to create space. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It is necessary for your growth. You cannot move forward if you remain surrounded by what pulls you backward. There is also a part of you that has been doubting your ability to make the right choice. You have questioned yourself, wondering if you will make a mistake or if you will regret your decision. But staying where you are out of fear is also a decision, and it carries its own consequences. You must understand that growth requires you to move forward even when you are unsure. Trust is built through action, not through waiting. You are being guided, even in ways you do not fully understand yet. The fact that you are hearing this now is part of that guidance. You are not left alone to figure everything out on your own. I am with you, showing you what needs to be seen and guiding you toward what needs to be done. But you must meet that guidance with willingness, because without it, nothing changes. There is something important about timing that you cannot overlook. This moment is aligned with what you need right now, and delaying your response will not keep things the same. It will only shift the situation in ways that may become harder to manage. Acting now places you in a position of strength, while delaying places you in a position of reaction. You must decide which position you want to be in. You have already been given enough signs to understand what is being asked of you. This is not new information. It is a confirmation of what you have already felt. I am reinforcing it now because I want you to take it seriously. This is your opportunity to act with clarity instead of hesitation. Do not let it pass by as just another moment. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds, you can do it at home, and it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. You are capable of making this change. You are capable of choosing differently and moving forward with purpose. You are not stuck, even if it feels that way sometimes. You have more control over your direction than you realize, and this is the moment to use it. What you choose now will shape what comes next. It is persistence, because I see what is ahead more clearly than you do, and I am trying to guide you before it becomes something you cannot easily turn away from. You are not being pressured without reason. You are being guided with urgency because this moment carries weight. There is a choice forming in your life that will define the next chapter you walk into. It may not look dramatic from the outside, but inside it holds the power to change your direction. You have been standing near this choice for some time, observing it, thinking about it, but not fully stepping into it. That space of delay is where you have been losing clarity. Now is the time to move out of hesitation and into decision, because staying in between will only confuse you further. Type 555 if you trust the process. You must understand that clarity often follows action, not the other way around. You have been waiting to feel completely sure before making a move, but that certainty is not always given in advance. Sometimes it is built as you take the step forward. This is one of those moments. You already have enough understanding to know what needs to change, even if you do not have every detail figured out. Trust that the path will become clearer as you walk it. There is something you have been tolerating that is quietly draining your strength. It has become part of your routine, something you accepted even though it does not bring you peace. Over time, it has taken more from you than you realized, leaving you feeling tired, distracted, or disconnected. I am bringing it to your attention now because it is time for you to stop accepting what is not meant to stay in your life. You deserve more than what you have been settling for. Type 888 to receive strength. You have also been carrying thoughts that limit your ability to move forward. These thoughts have been repeating in your mind, telling you that you are not ready, not strong enough, or not capable of making the right choice. But those thoughts are not truths. They are barriers that have formed over time. They are not part of who you are, and they do not have to control you. You have the power to recognize them and choose not to follow them. I see the effort you have made to keep going, even when things felt unclear. You did not give up, even when it would have been easier to stop trying. That strength is still within you, and it is what will help you now. You are not starting from nothing. You are building on everything you have already experienced. Every challenge you faced has prepared you in ways you may not fully see yet. There is also a need for you to become more aware of what you allow into your life. Not everything around you is helping you grow. Some things are distracting you, pulling your attention away from what truly matters. You must learn to be more selective with your time, your energy, and your focus. This is not about cutting yourself off from the world. It is about choosing what truly supports your growth. You have been given signs about this before, but you did not act on them fully. You noticed something, you felt something, but you did not follow through with a decision. That is what I am asking you to change now. Do not stop at awareness this time. Take the next step, even if it feels uncomfortable. That step is what will begin to shift things in your life. There is something within you that already knows what needs to be done. It is not loud, but it is steady. It has been guiding you quietly, even when you were unsure. That is the part of you I want you to listen to now. It is aligned with truth, and it will not lead you in the wrong direction. When you feel that sense of knowing, do not ignore it. That is where your guidance is coming from. You may feel like you are risking something by making this change. You may worry about what you will lose or how things will unfold. But you must also consider what you risk by staying where you are. Remaining in the same place will not protect you from difficulty. It will only keep you from growing. Moving forward may feel uncertain, but it is where your progress begins. There is also a need for you to let go of something that has been holding your attention for too long. It may be a situation, a habit, or even a mindset that you have outgrown. Holding on to it is not helping you anymore, even if it once did. Letting go will create space for something better, something that aligns with where you are meant to go. You must be willing to release what no longer fits your path. You are not alone in this process, even if it feels that way at times. I am guiding you through every step, even the ones that feel uncertain. When you feel unsure, that is when you need to pause and listen more closely. My guidance is steady, but it requires your attention. When you learn to recognize it, you will find direction even in moments of confusion. Do not let this moment pass without taking it seriously. You have been given another chance to move in the right direction, and that is something you should not overlook. Not every moment carries this level of importance, but this one does. What you do now will shape what comes next, and that is why I am speaking with such clarity. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear anytime from the internet. So click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. You are capable of making the right decision. You are capable of choosing differently and stepping into something better. You are not stuck, and you are not without direction. You are being guided, and this is your moment to respond to that guidance. Right now is where your power is, and right now is where your decision must be made. I am calling you into this moment fully, because what you choose here will shape what follows. You have been given clarity in pieces, like fragments that came to you at different times. You felt something shift inside you, but you did not hold on to it long enough to let it guide your actions. Those moments were not random, they were part of a continuous effort to reach you. Now those fragments are coming together into something clearer, something you can no longer dismiss as coincidence. This is the moment where understanding becomes undeniable and your response becomes necessary. Type 444 if you feel guided. There is something in your life that has been asking for your attention, and you have kept turning away from it. You told yourself it was not the right time, or that it was not important enough to deal with now. But it has remained waiting, growing, and affecting you more than you realize. Ignoring it has not removed it, it has only allowed it to take deeper root. I am bringing it forward again because it must be addressed before you can move forward fully. You must also understand that the longer you delay, the more difficult it becomes to change direction. What could have been corrected easily becomes more complex over time. This is why I am urging you now, not to create fear, but to prevent unnecessary struggle. You still have the ability to act with clarity and strength, but that ability must be used now. Waiting will not make this easier, it will only make it heavier. Type 666 to release fear. There are also emotions you have been holding back, feelings you chose not to face because they felt overwhelming. You buried them beneath distractions, hoping they would fade on their own. But they have not disappeared, they have remained within you, shaping your reactions and your decisions. It is time to bring them into the light, not to relive them, but to release them. Healing begins when you stop avoiding what needs to be understood. You are stronger than the emotions you have been avoiding. They may feel intense, but they do not control you unless you allow them to. Facing them does not weaken you. It frees you. It allows you to move forward without carrying unnecessary weight. You do not need to hold on to what has already passed, especially when it is keeping you from stepping into something better. There is also something important about your environment that you must pay attention to. The spaces you move through, the conversations you engage in, and the energy you surround yourself with all have an impact on you. You may not always notice it, but it shapes your mindset and your direction. You must become more aware of what supports your growth and what pulls you away from it. This awareness will help you make better choices moving forward. You have been given opportunities before, moments where you could have made a different choice. Some of those moments passed without action, and that is why you are here again. This is not a punishment, it is another chance. But you must recognize that chances are not endless, and they are not always repeated in the same way. This moment is unique, and it carries a weight that should not be ignored. There is something within you that already knows what to do. It has been there quietly, guiding you even when you felt uncertain. That inner knowing is not something to doubt, it is something to trust. It is aligned with what is right for you, and it will not lead you into harm. When you feel that sense of clarity, even if it is small, follow it. That is where your next step is being revealed. You may feel resistance rising within you, a part of you that wants to hold on to what is familiar. That resistance is natural, but it is not meant to control your decisions. Growth often requires you to move beyond what feels comfortable. What feels comfortable is not always what is right, and what is right is not always comfortable at first. You must learn to choose what leads to growth, even when it feels challenging. There is also a need for you to take responsibility for your direction. You cannot place it on circumstances, on other people, or on past experiences. Those things may have influenced you, but they do not define your future. Your choices moving forward are what will shape what comes next. This is where your power lies, and it is something you must use with awareness. You are not being left without guidance. I am here, and I am leading you, even now. But guidance requires your attention, and it requires your willingness to follow. If you continue to ignore what you are being shown, you will remain where you are. If you choose to act on it, you will begin to see change. The direction you take from here is up to you. Do not treat this as something you will think about later. Later has already taken enough from you. This is the moment where you must decide to act differently. Even a small step in the right direction is enough to begin shifting things. What matters is that you move, that you respond, and that you do not ignore what you are being shown. You are capable of making this change. You are capable of stepping into something better. You are not stuck, and you are not without direction. You are being guided, and this is your opportunity to follow that guidance. And I am calling you again because I do not want you to step forward blindly when you have already been shown what needs to change. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7 second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is something about your current path that is not stable, even if it appears steady on the surface. You have built a routine around it, something that feels normal, something you can manage. But beneath that surface, there are cracks forming, small signs that things are not as secure as they seem. You have noticed them, even if you chose not to fully acknowledge them. I am bringing your attention back to them now, because ignoring those signs will not make them disappear. Type 111 if you are ready to listen. You have been given insight into what needs to shift, but you have not committed to that shift yet. You stood at the edge of change and then stepped back, telling yourself you would return to it later. That pattern of stepping forward and then retreating has kept you in the same place. It has delayed your progress and kept you tied to something that is no longer meant to remain in your life. I am asking you now to break that pattern and choose differently. There is also something within you that has been resisting this change. It is not because you are incapable. It is because part of you is afraid of what comes after the change. You are wondering what will happen next, how things will unfold, and whether you will be able to handle it. But you must understand that staying where you are is also a risk. It may feel safer because it is familiar, but it is not leading you where you are meant to go. Type 1313 to claim courage. You are not being asked to take a step without support. I am with you in this process, guiding you even when you cannot see the full picture. You do not need to have every answer before you move forward. You only need to take the next step with trust. As you move, more will be revealed to you, and your path will become clearer. There is something in your life that has already reached its end, even if you have not fully accepted it yet. It has served its purpose, and holding on to it will only keep you from moving forward. Letting go is not a loss in this case. It is a release that creates space for something better. But you must be willing to recognize when something has run its course. You have also been carrying a sense of doubt about yourself. You have questioned your ability to make the right choices, to handle what comes next, and to step into something new. But that doubt is not a reflection of your true ability. It is something that has been built over time, and it can be broken. You are stronger than you believe, and you have already proven that through the challenges you have faced. There is also a need for you to look at your habits more closely. Some of them have become automatic, something you do without thinking. But not all of those habits are helping you. Some of them are keeping you in the same cycle, repeating the same outcomes. Awareness is the first step to change, and you are being given that awareness now. What you do with it will determine what changes in your life. You have been given time, more time than you realize. Opportunities have come to you in different forms, giving you chances to shift your direction. Some of those opportunities passed without action, and that is why you are being reminded again. This is not something to take lightly, because each chance carries its own weight. This one is important, and it is meant to be acted on. There is also something about your focus that needs to change. You have been giving your attention to things that do not truly matter, things that distract you from what is important. Your energy has been scattered, and that has made it harder for you to see clearly. When you begin to focus on what truly matters, your direction will become clearer. You are not being left alone in this. I am guiding you, even in the smallest details. When you feel uncertain, That is when you need to slow down and listen. My guidance is steady, but it requires your attention. When you begin to listen more closely, you will find that the answers you need are already being given to you. There is a moment coming where your decision will become visible in your actions. You will either continue as you have been, or you will choose to move in a new direction. That moment is closer than you think, and it will not wait indefinitely. This is why I am speaking with such urgency, because I want you to be prepared to make the right choice. You are capable of making that choice. You are not without direction, and you are not without strength. You have everything you need to take the next step, but you must be willing to use it. What you choose now will shape what comes next, and that is why this moment matters. You have been given enough time to recognize what is no longer right in your life. You have felt it in quiet moments, in times when everything slowed down and your thoughts became clear. Those moments were not meant to be ignored, they were meant to guide you, but you pushed them aside, telling yourself you would deal with it later. That delay has kept you in the same place, repeating the same patterns, carrying the same weight. Type 1414 if you are ready for change. There is something you must finally admit to yourself. You already know what needs to change, even if you have not said it out loud. It is not hidden from you. It has been shown to you more than once. You felt it clearly, but you chose comfort over action. That choice has kept you safe in the short term, but it has also kept you from growing. Now you are being asked to choose differently. You may be afraid of what will happen if you make this change. You may wonder how things will unfold, what you will lose, or how others will respond. But you must also consider what will happen if you do nothing. Staying where you are is not neutral. It is a choice that leads to its own outcome. That outcome is not one that brings you peace, and you have already felt that. Type 1515 to claim clarity. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. You are not being asked to step into something without support. I am guiding you. Even if you cannot see the full path yet, you do not need to understand every detail before you move. You only need to trust enough to take the next step. As you move, more will be revealed to you, and what feels uncertain now will begin to make sense. There is also something about your past that has been holding you in place. You have been carrying it with you, allowing it to shape how you see yourself and what you believe you are capable of. But your past does not define your future unless you allow it to. You are not the same person you were before, and you are not meant to remain in that version of yourself. Letting go of that identity is part of your growth. You have also been surrounded by influences that have not always supported your growth. Some of them are subtle, things you do not immediately recognize as harmful. But over time, they have shaped your thinking and your choices. You must become more aware of what you allow into your life, because it matters more than you realize. Protecting your focus and your energy is part of moving forward. There is a need for you to become more intentional with your actions. You cannot continue to move through life without direction, hoping things will improve on their own. Change requires awareness, but it also requires action. You have already been given the awareness, now it is time to act on it. Even a small step in the right direction will begin to shift things in your life. You may feel like you are not fully ready, but readiness is not something that appears suddenly. It grows as you move forward. Waiting for perfect readiness will keep you where you are. You must be willing to take a step even when you feel uncertain. That is where your strength will begin to grow. There is also something you need to release, something that has been taking up space in your life without giving anything back. It may be a habit, a mindset, or a situation that no longer serves you. Holding on to it has kept you from moving forward, even if you did not realize it at first. Letting go will create space for something better, something that aligns with where you are meant to go. You are not alone in this process. I am with you, guiding you through every step. When you feel unsure, that is when you need to slow down and listen. My guidance is steady, but it requires your attention. When you learn to recognize it, you will find clarity even in moments of uncertainty.